Hi, everybody. This is Allison from ALLYKAT Creations. How are you? Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you have yet to do so. And if you get anything from my work, a connect the dot, an epiphany, a mind blown moment, a new book to read, a new author to explore, artwork to look at, oracle cards, all that fun stuff. All the links are down in the description, but you can check out my website, ALLYKATCreations211.com. It's just a peep. But if you're interested in any of my work, I do customized work. I have a lot of pyramids, as you can see on the floor. If you're interested, please contact me via email, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. The sad part about the Curtis books that every time I do one, it's like you don't want it to ever end. Today we're going, I think this has happened to me twice. I tried ending a book and then I find there's more chapters, but I'm still under the weather. Jeez Louise. Sorry about that. The philosophy of war. This is going to be an interesting, possibly high point to us Americans here, the symbology of the stars and stripes. What better time than the other day being the Articles of Confederation went into effect on March 1st and all that fun stuff. Also, before I begin, I was just on a show, Cosmic Woman of the Stars with Cosmic Mama. Go check out her channel. It's on YouTube. I'm going to leave the link in the description. We talked about makeup and hair products and things that, you know, even though I speak and pray over everything that I touch, still informative information. And go give her a like and a subscribe because she's awesome. I love her and I love the work that she's doing. Amish mindset. The symbology of the stars and stripes, the philosophy of war, symbol of attainment. A national flag not only symbolically embodies the highest ideals of the people over whom it flies, but it also symbolizes the highest attainment and ultimate perfection of that people. I know you can't see it, but I have a civil time war flag hanging literally right there. Our keynote. The flag of the United States of America symbolizes and foreshadows the greatest possibilities of any flag ever designed. Although there are many flags having the same colors, yet in none are they combined in a like manner. The colors of a flag are like the letters spelling a word or the notes of a music forming a melody. Therefore, the flag of each nation proclaims its word and sounds in its keynote. Hence rallies to it the elemental powers and forces belonging to its colors and symbols. Meaning of red. In our flag, the red symbolizes the blood or life force, the martial force. Its clear, bright shade representing all the higher possibilities of the courage, energy, and power of Mars, the masculine force in the solar system, in humanity, as well as intensity of love that will fight for principle. Force of Mars. The red of Mars is alternated at equal intervals with white of purity, sanity, righteousness, justice, and brotherhood. This proclaims to the world that we will fight if we have to, not because we seek to spill our brother's blood or aggrandizement, but for righteousness, justice, freedom, and liberty. For these must be maintained by the force of Mars if necessary. Else our flag is unbalanced and the principles for which it stands are betrayed. Oh boy. But we should let the white so blend with the red that it will color into light pink rose of love. Balance. It also indicates that war is not the governing spirit, but is blended and balanced into equal proportion with the desire for peace, honorability, won and maintained by the higher aspect of Mars, meaning a blue. Blue is the color of the Great Mother Force, the power which brings forth and which cherishes all that is beautiful and lovable, as well as those things which the force of Mars energizes. In other words, it represents the force of Venus or Divine Mother Love. Our arrangement, no other flag has the arrangement of these two colors as found in our flag. Others have the blue, but not in one great mass, like a sea of color on which the 5-pointed stars are arranged side by side in harmonious order. Power of white. And because the white and the red are co-equal, our victories must be won as much by the powers of the white as those of the red. If they were a large field of white, it would tend to symbolize peace at any price. But since it is equally balanced by the red, it symbolizes peace, but peace obtained and maintained if necessary by righteous war. White stars. Since the 5-pointed star symbolizes man, the white stars, the purified men and women, set in their field of blue, symbolize the gathering together of all humanity into the lap of the Great Mother. They stand for the United Brotherhood, which holds out its arms to all mankind to come and become one of us. And if they come in love and harmony and are willing to rest in the lap of their adopted mother, each in its proper place and ready to obey her decrees, laws, and requirements, they are welcomed. But if they cannot take their places thus on the field of blue, the flag has no place for them. The flag proclaims. In its emblem, this country thus proclaims to the world that it has conceived and set before its children the high ideal and glorious opportunity of becoming the leader in liberty and freedom, in that it offers freely a home for all God's children, a country in which to find the new humanity. The responsibility is great. Will we as a nation live up to it? Or through carelessness, will we allow subversive activities to flourish? Well, some of us know that answer. Our pledge. Each one of us should be glad that we have a flag which such a wonderful meaning, and each should study its higher esoteric symbology, for it enables each one to say, I belong to a new country and a new people. I will do all I can to make this country and this people all that our flag symbolizes. I will do my duty in all ways to keep the flag waving over the country and also over the whole world in the sense of upholding the highest ideals of freedom, justice, righteousness, and brotherhood. Patriotism! The subject would not be complete were we to omit a word on the subject of patriotism, a subject so blatantly proclaimed by many, with many and little realization of its inner meaning, and by the others, especially certain class of would-be students who measure everyone's corn in their own meager basket. It's decried and scornfully regulated to the scrap heap of an outgrown principle, ideals, good only for children to amuse themselves with, or who cannot grasp that they think to be greater ideal of internationalism. Our nation, but since no man can live unto himself alone, any more than a soul can be incarnate without the aid of a physical parent, and since no nation can rise above the highest ideas the majority can grasp, the nation of our adoption, whether of our birth or not, in which we think, act, strive, and develop in deeper sense, is indeed our pater, father, to whom we owe our patriotism. You owe allegiance. And since every thought, act, and endeavor of ours has sprung up and helped to create the nation, not only are we subject to it and owed it allegiance, but we have become so inextricably woven into its national karma that failure to give it our best and make every sacrifice for it is to be a double traitor, a traitor to our own identity, our own ideals, and a traitor to the country which we have helped to make what it is. For its failure is our failure, its high station our triumph and pride. Sophistry. Hence to say, as some of the surface thinkers do, they owe no allegiance to our flag or country, that one country and one flag is as good for them as another, since all are one, and their allegiance is to the brotherhood of man, and to the inner command of the spirit, which alone they will recognize any obligation to. All such talk, we say, is but to proclaim their own shallowness and ignorance and lack of real development, and to blind themselves with sophistry. Symbol of ideals. For the flag of the nation to which we have given our allegiance, our deepest thoughts and our highest ideals, and from the united thought force of whose children we have gained our strength and success, is a symbol not alone of that nation, but a symbol as well as of everything to which we have obtained or striven, because the laws and conditions established by the nation to which that flag belongs are the stepping stones upon which our own development has risen, the very incentive to our advances. And that, oh my goodness, that was so short. And that really ends the book. But it's really true. If we really look at why some of us incarnated where we were incarnated in, so the place of our original birth of physical form, I chose America because I've been in a lot of different spots. Usually, the most places I can recall at the moment is Europe. I had one or two in America, but not many. We are all tied here karmically for a reason. We are setting our frequencies here because the grid of Earth, our light is that grid. And we need to be strung out across the planet. But to be in a country, to not understand what that entails, the history thereof, we really need to go back and understand what really is truly our land that we live on. Why did men and women go to war? A lot of the things under our flag was done in falsehoods, with innocent people willing to give up their lives for falsehoods. There's a lot of damage and a lot of karma that has to be undone for that alone. The American people did not want to invade other countries for falsehoods that we were told that weren't our fault. It's not due to ignorance, it's due to being lied to. We were traded into a slave trade of destruction. We need to sit in our understanding and rise that awakening spark within you to light that fire under your ass. Our forefathers did it during the wars, civil wars. Didn't matter. They were fighting for liberté, freedom. Or were they really? When the land can go back to its rightful heirs, when the nation's people get back their land. And what happens if we're already inhibiting on them? We all have to come together in unity and find out what is right and what is wrong. We will get there. But it's going to take a very long time. We need to understand why we say the pledge, why we stand for the anthem, why we put our hand over our heart each and every day. If you don't like this country and you don't like the ideals that it was set and founded upon, then it's time to find out where you belong in the world. Many people do move out of the country because it's just not for them. Some people move out of the country and find it wherever they were at isn't suitable for them energetically, and they come back. We need to recognize why you were born here, where you were born in your country, because I know I have a lot of people that listen that are not Americans. At the end of the day, we're all humans. We're all part of humanity. And we're all striving for the same exact thing, for the elite to stop the senseless slaughter of our peoples, to stop the aggrandizement of our minerals and poisoning all of us. We need to stop. We don't need to fear what they've been doing to us. So all you have to do is connect to source. Bless your food, bless your air, bless everything. All is in according to divine law and the divine manner of which it's going to play out. Understanding the history and understanding the true history is another thing that is alluded to our many various children's and across the school systems. Each country writes a textbook that glorifies and F those people. But let's really look at the facts. You're only being indoctrinated into a system that is telling you one country is better than the next, while it's humanity as a whole that is the best. Planet. We're a species. We're human. We're aliens. We need to come together and unite as a humanity, not necessarily about the country you live in. We're seeing this more and more. More and more people are trying to understand that America has been under a spell. It's been spell casted on. A lot of us are awakening, coming into a bigger awareness that something is wrong. Something ain't right. We all look at North Korea as the place where it's the least amount of getting knowledge and information, and everybody's under a dictatorship. But in fact, the United States is beyond that point, in my opinion. We're finally coming out of it, but it's a matter of awakening, remembering who you are at your essential core of your soul. Why you chose your birthplace. Why did you choose to be where you're at? Those are the bigger questions that we need to be asking ourselves. Why are we tied to certain karma? What is it that we need to clear energetically from areas that we lived in or live in now? Only you can answer those questions for yourself. And I know for me, I have a bigger an awareness of why I'm here in America, why I'm here in Indiana, where I was in New York. We need to give ourselves grace and compassion for things that we had no control over. We have to forgive ourselves that wars were started in unfortunate situations of falseness. We didn't know. And at what point, if we knew, could things be stopped once they were set into motion? Things had to play itself out for a reason. This book is profound in so many ways. And it's showing you a World War I perspective. It reads like if it's happening right now in many instances. This is why their work is so vital, that I love reading their books, because it is set way back 1917, 1800s, late 1800s, and it reads like it's happening now. I highly suggest to go read the prayers. I read it, but if you can get this, to go to the PDF, go to their website and get the prayer section. Print it if you want to, change the words if it helps you. But we really need to be focusing on harmonizing and getting peace to all. not just some, not just because you hate a country, because you hate the people. Stop hating, stop judging. This book was incredible, and I'm really sad that it's at the end. But I have more of their books, and I'll start the next time a new one. They never stop amazing me by their amazing, just their words are freaking phenomenal. And I love this journey that they're taking me on. And I love that my spirit, myself, my higher selves are guiding me into which books to go next. It's all in divine timing with what I read and when I read it and when it's released. So I do apologize if things have been a little on the slower side for me. Besides my laptop breaking, besides things just out of my control happening that I have to deal with, life happens, right? I'm glad that you guys are taking this ride with me. I am so blessed to have a lot more subscribers and a lot more people listening in. This work is important. It's not mine, it's theirs. I'm just expressing it to you, giving you my viewpoint and my perception and interpretation of what I'm receiving from the work. While we are here, let's see. What other books do I have? Personal Survival. Towards the Light. I mean, like, their book, they can't title anything wrong, these people. The Voice of Isis. I might leave that one last, as it ties in a lot of other works that I've read of theirs. I might leave that to last. We're still working on the Book of Aquaria. So one of those two books I'm gonna pop up next. I'm so excited. There are other books too. I just grabbed a bunch off of their website to read, and I want to thank them for kind of allowing people to indulge their work and learn from it. The thing I understand where profits and money comes into hand, but we're at a point in society and life that a lot of this information is not vastly readable for a lot of people, because they're not even thinking about books that were written in 1915. And a lot of people are looking at it from a Christian perspective, won't even take eyes at other books that I read because it's not, it's of something that they read in the Bible saying it's bad. So this is like a good in-between. I really highly recommend all the other videos I have read from them. Their work is absolutely incredible, and it connects to now. You have to do everything twice and 3 times, and we're done with this cycle. It's closing out. So while we have this time together, let's learn as much as possible about interpretations of World War I and how people dealt with those situations all the way back then. And their wisdom is like far beyond where a lot of our wisdom is, and their awareness of what's going on. It's a beautiful time to be alive. It's a beautiful time to see the books unfold themselves. If they were oracles, they would get a prize. But I hope you guys got something out of that. I know it's a short read, and I had a show earlier. I'm going to post that in the links below if you would like to check it out. I'm going to be on Jack Breaks Out next Friday, and possibly be on Unpopular Viewpoint on Monday for Mindful Monday, Mindset Monday. I'm really excited. Things are a little hectic. They're taking off in a great pace, and I couldn't be any more thankful, and my gratitude is like overwhelming. I think it's time for a lot of us to step forward. You know who you are. So start seeding and planting those seeds. Start being the way shower you were always meant to be. Many of us are now walking and stepping into our purpose. It's just beginning. It doesn't end. But our real true purpose of being here is starting to unfold. So let's do it together. We have to do it together. And until the next time, guys, sending you all love, light, compassion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please be safe, be seen. Have a beautiful and wonderful weekend. Blessings to all. And until the next time, have a good one. See you on the next one.